Hello my dear learners, welcome to my channel. In this video series, we are learning Java programming language with practical demonstration. In the previous video, we learned about the join method of thread class practically. You can learn that concept by watching my previous video. Now in this video, we will learn about what is JDBC, how to connect your Java program with Oracle database, insert data into table, and how to display all the records from table practically by model and controller architecture with menu driven programming. So let's start the lecture. First of all, let's understand the basic concept about the JDBC. So when you want to connect your program, your Java program with your database, JDBC will be used. It is stands for Java Database Connectivity. It is a Java API to connect and execute the query with the database. So if you want to connect your Java file with the database, at that time the JDBC will be used. It is a type of API. Okay, it is a part of Java AC, means Java Standard Edition. So JDBC is a one part of Java AC. JDBC API use JDBC driver to connect with the database. So when you want to connect your Java file with your database, the driver will be there. So the JDBC is an API that use the JDBC driver. Now there are four types of JDBC drivers available. First is JDBC ODBC bridge driver. It is called Open Database Connection and JDBC called Java Database Connection. Okay, so ODBC means Open Database Connection. And this is a kind of driver available. Then we have a native driver. Then we have a network protocol driver and a thin driver. So these four type of JDBC drivers are available to connect with your database. When you want to connect your Java program with your database, this driver will be used. Next, we can use JDBC API to access a tabular data stored in any relational database. So if you have any database in which the data is stored into the tabular format, the JDBC will be used at that time. Suppose let's say about in SQL, your data will be stored in the table. Okay. So by the help of JDBC API, we can save, update, delete and fetch data from database. It is like open database connectivity provided by Microsoft. It is just a simple diagram over here. Java, you have the Java application and it is connected with the JDBC API and JDBC driver. So this JDBC API and JDBC driver are very most important. A list of popular interfaces available for the JDBC. Driver interface, connection interface, statement interface, prepared statement interface, callable statement, result set interface, result set metadata interface and database metadata interface. These all are the interfaces which are available in the JDBC API to perform the database related tasks. A list of popular classes available in JDBC API is driver manager class and a types of class. Java database connectivity with a 5 step. Here I have given 5 step. Register the driver class, create a connection, create a statement, execute your queries and close your connection. These 4 steps I have given in this video. I will give you the practical demonstration also. Okay. So we have divided these database connectivity with 5 steps. Register driver, create connection, create statement, execute queries and a close connection. If you want to perform JDBC, please remember these 5 points. And here I have given the diagrammatically also. First step is register your driver. Second step is get connection. Third step is create your statement. Fourth step is execute a query. And fifth step is close your connection. So let's start with the steps. First of all, first step is register the driver class. So what we need to do is, first of all we need to register our driver. For that there is a method name as forName and that forName method is available in the class. So there is a class name as a class in the Java. So we have to use that class to call a forName method to do the register the driver class into the Java program. So this forName method is used to register your driver class. This method is used to dynamically load the driver class to the Java program. So this is what the first step is available register your driver. So here is the example class.forename, and in the bracket we have written oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle-driver. Okay, so this is what our connection string is. We have to connect, we have to register our program to the JDBC driver. So this is what we can say our register string also. You have to memorize this in your mind. This will be a static when you are doing the thin level programming. Here Java program is loading Oracle driver to establish a connection. So this line is used to load your Oracle driver to establish the database connection with your Java program. So this class.forename method will use to load the Oracle driver, and this is the oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle-driver is the static string. It is a registered string. It is used to register your Java file with your database. So these will help you to load your Oracle driver to establish database connection. So when you want to load your Oracle driver, this method will be used. Second step is create the connection object. In the second step, we need to create an object for the connection class by calling the method name as getConnection. So getConnection is a method of the driver manager class. It is used to establish a connection with the database. See over here, that forename method will use to load the driver, and the getConnection method will use to connect with your database. Here I have written driver manager.getConnection. There are three parameters of the getConnection method. First is a database path. Here I have given the path of my database. This is the first parameter. The second parameter will be of the username, and third parameter will be of the password of your database. So here I am using the localhost. Okay, if you are using any server, then you can provide the path of your server over here with the IP address and then username and password. So this getConnection method is used to establish a connection with the database. And once your database connection is established, you can query to your database. Once the database connection is established, you can execute your SQL query with the database and get the result. In the third step, we need to create a statement object. Okay, so this is what our first step is, register driver. Second step is create a connection object, and third step is create a statement object. So let's do the practical for first two steps, and then we will do the practical for the next steps. Here I have opened the Sublime text editor to give you the practical demonstration for the Java database connectivity. So first of all, I am opening my CMD over here and increase the font size of the CMD so you will have the proper visualization. So first of all, what I will do, I will connect my CMD to my SQL for create a table over here. So before writing the code, we need to create a table in our database. Okay, what I will do over here, I will create a table in my SQL in my Oracle account, and then I will create a table. So first of all, I am connecting with my database SQL, and this is what the username is. My username is C##22MCA, and then there is a numeric value. It is just my account for the SQL. I am just writing the username over here, C##22MCA and 90. So this is what my user over here available into my Oracle account. And then I have to write @ so it is just I am doing my connection with my Oracle account from my CMD right now, and then by using @ you have to provide the IP address of your server 10.9.150.16:1521. Here 1521 is my port address /atmiyadb. So atmiyadb is my database name. AtmiyaDB is a name of my database. Okay, so here I am connecting with my database first. In the IP address, you can write your own server IP address and port number. So if you want to connect with any Oracle server, at that time you need to provide the particular IP address of your server and particular port number of your server to connect with your database. As I told you, 1521 is our port number for my database, and this C##22MCA90 is my user. So this is how you can connect your CMD to your SQL, and then you can execute the SQL queries over here. If your database is locally available, you can write the localhost also. And currently I am using my Oracle server. So now I am entering my password to connect with my database. Okay, I am in my SQL prompt. So to execute the CRUD operation, first of all we need a table. Okay. So from this SQL prompt, I will create a table over here. So I will write the query to create a table in the Oracle. I will write a create a table. Table name is cricketer, and in the bracket I need to write the column names. Okay. C code integer primary key. You can do the auto increment over here also. And then C code is our column name with the integer data type, and with the primary key we have applied the primary key in the C code field, then comma, and then my second field will be C name as a varchar 2, and the limit will be 30, comma, and my third field will be like as a score integer, semicolon. So when I press enter over here, it will create a table for me in my database. So let me check once, is everything is okay or not. Everything is okay. When I press enter, table created successfully, means a table cricketer is created. So we have created a table. Now I will execute a DESC command to describe my table. DESC cricketer semicolon. So this will help me to describe my table. There are 3 columns: C code, C name, and score. It is displaying with the data type also. So here I have created a table in the Oracle server. So there is an Oracle server. In that Oracle server there is a user. In that user there is a database, and in that database there is a table named as a cricketer. Now I am just exiting from my SQL prompt. So that is what we have created, a table in our database. Now I am creating a class over here. Say for example, class name is DB connection. I am saving this file in the D drive. I am creating a folder over here, Java database, or you can say Java JDBC. In that folder I am saving a file with a dbconnection.java. File name will be dbconnection.java. Enter. Okay, so here we have created just a simple class. A class name is dbconnection. So what was our first step is? Our first step is to load the driver. So here I will create a constructor for the dbconnection class. Okay, in that constructor, first of all I will register my driver. See over here, what was the first step? First step was register your driver class. So this is a statement. By using that you can register your driver. I will write a class.forName. Remember this C of the class is the capital over here. So class.forName is the method, and in that method there is a parameter with the connection string. Okay, so we need to write over here Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle driver. See over here, in the Oracle driver O and D is capital. It is necessary to make it capital. So this is what you have registered your JDBC driver with the program. So when this constructor will be called, this line will be executed and it will load the driver. It will load the JDBC driver for your program. I am creating another file, and in another file I am creating another class. The class name is cricketer JDBC demo. See over here, I have created a simple class. Class name is cricketer JDBC demo. I am copying that class name. I am saving this file cricketer JDBC demo.java. Okay, so what I will do over here, first of all I have loaded the driver, JDBC driver, by using the connection. So I will create a connection over here. I will write a main method. In that main method I will create an object for the database connection, db connection con equal to new db connection. So when this line will be executed, it will call the db connection constructor over here, and this line will help you to load the JDBC driver. I will write over here system.out.println driver loaded successfully. So we will get the message on the command prompt. So when this line will be executed, it will print on the console. So here we have created an object. And now I am opening my CMD. I will go to a particular location. In the D drive I have the Java JDBC folder, and in that I have the file name as cricketer JDBC demo. It is our main file. So when this constructor will be called, it will load the JDBC driver for this program and give the message as driver loaded successfully. Now I am compiling the file javac dbconnection.java. See over here, we are getting an error. What is the error? The error is unreported exception, class not found exception, must be caught or declared to be thrown. This is what we have done in the previous video also. We have to copy it and write it into the try block. And I will write a catch block over here. So catch exception E. And this is what the catch scope over here. Here I will write connection fail and I will concatenate with this exception E dot get message. So get message is a method. It will get the message from the exception. I am saving the file. I am compiling the file again. Javac dbconnection.java. It is compiled successfully. See over here. It is compiled successfully, and when this file will be compiled, the class file will be generated. See over here. dbconnection.class file is generated. I am compiling the main file now. A main file is also compiled. Now I am running the file java cricketer JDBC demo. Enter. Okay, what we are getting? We are getting connection fail oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. So connection is not established yet. Why? Because we do not have integrate the jar file over here. To do the connection with the database, with the Oracle database, we need to integrate a jar file for the particular project. This is what the problem over here is. So when you want to connect your Java file with the Oracle database, you need to integrate a jar file with your project. I am running again connection fail oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. So there is a problem in the connection. So what I am doing over here is I will just get the jar file from my folder. OJDBC11 is the executable jar file. I have copied that jar file and pasted it in my project. See over here what we have done. We have copied that jar file and pasted it into the Java project. So I am just copying this file location over here and opening the environment variables of the system. And here what we need to do, we need to create an environment variable for the jar file. So I will go to the environment variable and create a variable over here. You can create a user variable and system variable also. So I will create another system variable name as class path, and I will paste that path that I have copied. This class path will be the same as it is. Okay, and then you have to paste your folder location, your project location, and then slash and the file name or JDBC11. I am pasting it over here and .jar, and then I will write, or you can do like that also. You can extract that file. You can go to the properties also and then take the path of your particular jar file. So here I have written the path of my jar file and then semicolon comma and then semicolon. This is what you have to write, right? After the jar, what I have written, a semicolon comma and a semicolon. So that is what we have created a system variable over here. This jar file you can write anywhere in your computer, but the path should be there in the environment variable, system variable. And then okay. So now what I am doing over here is, now I will exit from my CMD. I will open the CMD again, because when you have created a environment variable for your system, you need to reopen your CMD. So I have opened my CMD, going into the D drive, going into the project location. I am compiling the file javac dbconnection.java. Compile successfully. Now I am compiling javac cricketer JDBC demo.java. It is compiled successfully. Now I am running Java cricketer JDBC demo. Now you can see over here driver loaded successfully. So this is what our first step is complete over here. We have loaded the JDBC driver successfully with our program. So this one line is very important. By using that, you can register the JDBC driver with your Java project. Okay, so our JDBC driver is loaded successfully for this project, and then what is our second step? Second step is to create a connection object. So by these lines you can load your Oracle driver with your project. So this is what the first step of the JDBC. We have done it with practically by object oriented approach. So you can see this is what our model is. The DB connection is our model and the other file, that is cricketer JDBC demo, is our controller. So in general programming MVC architecture is following, but currently we do not have any view. That is why I am just giving you the practical demonstration by using the model and controller. So this is DB connection file is what we can say is our model. Any task related to database we need to do it from this file because it is our model. So by using that model, we have loaded the driver successfully. The second stage is create the connection object. So it is what the second step is. We need to create an object for the connection by calling a get connection method of the driver manager. And this is what the connection string is. And this is what we are creating an object of the connection by calling get connection method of the driver class. So this is the model over here. Now what I am doing over here is I will write the code to create an object for the connection. I will write a connection, object name is con equal to driver manager dot get connection. I will call a method name as get connection. So this get connection has a 3 parameters. So connection is a class. That is what we have. I am creating a reference over here, connection con semicolon. And then on the line number 8 we have I am calling the get connection method. So this get connection method has a 3 parameter. First parameter will be your path of your database, second parameter will be username, and third parameter will be password. So this 3 parameter is most important over here. Get connection method has 3 parameter. First is your database, second is your username, and third is your password. So see over here I have written JDBC colon Oracle colon theme colon @ localhost colon port number / Oracle. So here what we need to do over here is we need to write JDBC colon Oracle colon theme colon @ and then there will be a IP address of your Oracle server 10.9.150.16 colon and then your port number and then your database name. So this is what the connection string is. Okay, this string is used to connect with your database. JDBC colon Oracle colon theme colon. This part of the string will be the static, and then after @ you can apply your IP address of your Oracle server and then / your database name. Here I have to write the username for my Oracle user, and then I have to write the password for my user. Keep this point in your mind. There are 3 parameters for the get connection method. First is your database path, second is your username, and third is your password. Here I will write connection established successfully. Now I am saving the file. So when this constructor will be called, it will load the Oracle driver and then it will create a connection object by calling the get connection method. Now I am compiling the file javac dbconnection.java. Okay, I am getting an error. Cannot find symbol driver manager. For that we need to import the package. So here I will write import java.sql.star semicolon. Now I am saving the file. So SQL is a package name. Now I am compiling. Again, it is compiled successfully. Now I am compiling the main file javac cricketer JDBC demo.java. It is compiled successfully. Now I am running the file java cricketer JDBC demo. We are getting into the output driver loaded successfully and connection established. This is what our second step is completed over here by practically. What we have done? We have loaded the driver and then we have established the connection with the database. Okay, so in general case, the application is working on the MVC architecture. So currently we do not have a view over here. We only have the model and controller. That is what I have told you before some time also. This project is I am giving you the demonstration for the only model and controller architecture. because we do not have a view over here. So the driver is loaded into the project and we have established a connection with our database. Once you establish your connection with your database, you can access the tables available into the database and you can execute any query by your model. So what we are doing over here is we can do like that also. We can call a method from main method by using the object of the DB connection, and in that method we will execute the query and get the results. So this line of code is very important to connect with your database. Here I will give you the practical demonstration by using the menu driven programming also. So I will use that do while loop and switch case also over here, and it is also object oriented programming because by using that connection object we will call a method in the model, and that method will help to execute the database queries. So we will not execute any database query from our controller. Controller is just used to call a method which are available into the model. So I will write a do while loop over here, while choice not equal to 0. So this loop will be executed while there is a choice not equal to 0. I am creating a variable integer choice equal to -1 by default. We will get the choice from the user, and when user enter as a 0, this loop will be terminated. Here I will give you the practical demonstration for total 9 operations for the JDBC. So I hope you are understanding this loop. This loop will continue till user not enters 0. When user enters 0, at that time this loop will be terminated. This is why I have using the do while loop over here, because I do not have any termination point over here. Termination point is depends on the user input. So in the do I will write system.out.println. First of all I will give the options to the user, one for insert and then say for example 2 for display. Okay, let's say for example display all. So in this video we will perform two operations, insert and display all, and then there is a third choice also as a 0 and 0 for the exit. So when user enters 0, the loop will be terminated. Now I will write enter your choice. I will asking to the user enter your choice, what is your choice, and then I will use the scanner class over here, or you can use the buffered reader also. So choice equal to integer dot parse int. In that parse int I will write br.readLine method. I am using the buffered reader class to get the input from the user. You know the scanner class, but I am doing with a different way, so you will have the different concept in every video. Here I will write br.readLine method. So readLine method is available into the buffered reader class. So I will create an object for the buffered reader. I will write buffered reader br equal to new buffered reader, and in the constructor of buffered reader there is a input stream reader. So I will call anonymously new input stream reader, and in that input stream reader there will be a system.in. So here in the constructor of input stream reader I will pass a variable name as system.in. So I have to write system.in over here. In that system is a class and in is a variable. So here we have created an object for the buffered reader class. So buffer reader is a class. We have created an object for that, and that class has a method named as readLine. So I am calling this readLine method and getting the choice from the user. So when user enters 0, at that time this loop will be terminated. Otherwise this loop will be going into the continue way. So now what I am doing is I am compiling the file again. First of all I am saving this file and saving this file and compiling the file javac db connection javac cricketer jdbc demo.java. Okay, a semicolon is expected over here. Okay, I'm saving the file, compiling again. Okay, cannot find symbol, buffered reader and input stream reader. So for that we need to import the package, import the IO package, import java.io.start semicolon. Now I'm saving the file, compiling the file again. Okay, exception IO exception must be caught or declared to be thrown. So for that I will not write try and catch block. I will just throw the exceptions over here. So here after main bracket I will write throws exception. So it will convert your compile time exception into the runtime. Now I am compiling again. It is compiled successfully. Now I am going to run the file Java cricketer JDBC demo. Enter. Driver loaded successfully, connection established, and then user get the choices: 1 for insert, 2 for display all, and 0 for exit. So when user 1, 2, it will going into the continue, but when user enters 0, the loop will be terminated. So this is what we have done with the choices only, but we do not have done if the user enter a particular choice, what should be happen. So this is what we have to write in the switch and case also. So we have taken the input from the user as a choice. So here I will write a switch case. I will switch on the choice variable. If the user will enter 1, so I will write a case 1 over here, case 1 colon, and in that case I will write a break. I have the second case also. I will write a break over here, and we have the case as a 0 also. So here in the case 1 and case 2, we need to get an input from the user in the case 1, because we need to pass the value that user want to store in the database. So here I will write system.out.println insert case, copying and paste it over here. Here I will write display case, so we can know that which case is executed. Now I am compiling again, running again. See over here, when I press driver loaded successfully, connection established, and the choice is there. When I press enter, see over here, insert case, we are getting into the output. When I enter 2, we will see we are getting the display case. So when the user enters different choice, the different case will be executed. I hope these logic you are understanding by using do while loop and switch case. Now in the second case, I will display all the records. Say for example, so I will call a method connection.display, but there are no any display method available in our model. So we need to create a display method for the DB connection class. So here I will write public void display. As a method, I will create a method name as a display, public void display, and in that display method, we need to create an object for the prepared statement. So here I will write connection.prepared statement, and the S will be the capital, and over here you can write your select query. So I will write this prepared statement method will use to execute the select query from your database, and it is a object of the connection class. So connection.prepared statement, here you can write your select query, select star from cricketer. So you can see over here, this is what our third step is, create a statement. So this is what we have created a statement, means we have prepared a statement to execute the select query. So the prepared statement method is used to get the data from the table which are available in the database. This will return the object for the prepared statement. So here I will write PS equal to, what is PS? PS is the object of the prepared statement. So I will create a reference first, prepared statement PS in the global. Okay. So see, now we have created a reference for the prepared statement over here, and then we have assigned the value which are getting from the prepared statement, we have assigned in the PS, and PS is our prepared statement object. In the next line, we need to execute the query. So by using that prepared statement object PS, I will call a method name as execute query. So first of all, we have prepared the query over here, and then we need to execute it. So I will write PS dot execute query. So that execute query method is used to execute the query which are available in the prepared statement. So there is also a step, you need to prepare the statement first, and then you can execute the query. Here we have prepared, and here we have executed our query. So that execute query method will return the object of the result set. So all the record is available into the RS object. So RS is the object of the result set class. So I am creating a reference result set RS semicolon. I hope you are understanding my coding approach. So that execute query will return the object of the result set. All the records will available into the result set now. So if you have 50 records, the result set has the 50 record. So if you have the 500 record, then result set has the 500 records. So all the records which are getting by using the execute query method is available into the result set. So there is a logic also. For that you can use the while loop. So that execute query method will return all the records, because in our prepared statement we have written select star from cricketer. So when this query will be executed, all the record will be stored into the result set. So this result set has all the records now. The fourth step is execute your queries. This is what we have done by calling a method named as execute query. So currently in this program, in the result set, we have all the records which are available into the table. There is a result set interface, and result set interface has the next method. It is used to move the cursor to the one row next from the current position. See, all the records are available into the result set, but one by one you have to get all the records from the result set, and then you can print it on the console. So I will write a while loop while rs dot next. So this loop will be continued to the last record, from the first record to the last record. In that while loop I will write system.out.println. I will write printf over here for the format of the output. Here I will write a module s, and then rs dot get string of 1. See, get string method used to get the value from the result set. 1 over here. Here I have written rs dot get string of 1. 1 means the first column which are available into the table. Here I have given 3 modules. So here I have to write rs dot get string of 2, comma rs dot get string of 3. So as you have seen previously, we have 3 column in the table, and over here I am getting the value from the table, and then from the result set I am getting the each and every record. So I am compiling the file dbconnection.java. Okay, it is giving the error. SQL exception must be caught or declared to be thrown. Okay, so I have to write the throws over here, throws exception. You can handle this exception by try and catch block also. So I am compiling again javac JDBC connection.java. I am compiling cricketer JDBC demo.java. I am running cricketer JDBC demo. Driver loaded successfully. Connection established. 1 for insert, 2 for display. See over here, display case, we are getting the output as a display case. Why we are getting a display case over here? Let me compile it again. And now let me see. When I press the 2 over here, means when user select the second choice, it is getting an error. SQL command not properly ended. Connection established successfully. That is okay. Okay, I have this is just a typo error. I am just removing the semicolon from that. Compiling again and running again. Now I am going to the 2 over here. See, there are no any record it displaying on the console, because we do not have inserted any record into the table. That's why we are not getting the value in the output, because the table is empty. We do not have inserted any value in the table. So for that, what we need to do, we need to insert the data into the table, and that data also we will get from the user. So this program will be totally dynamically. So the choice will be from the user, and data will also entered by the user. We are not going to enter the static data over here. So here what I will call a method, say for example connection.insert, but we do not have insert method in our model. So we need to create a insert method in our model, but we need to pass with a parameter also. So here I will write a public void insert, and this method will have the parameter that need to enter the value from the user. So when user select the first choice, we will ask to the user for the particular value. Say for example, enter cricketer code, enter cricketer name, and enter cricketer score, like that. So when user enter first choice, we will get the value from the user, enter cricketer code. I will create a variable over here, integer c code equal to integer.parseInt br.readline. I am copying this from here and paste it into the line number 20. We got the value from the user as a cricketer code. I am copying this and paste it over here. Now I will write enter cricketer name over here, and this integer will be the string and the variable name will be C name. Here we do not need to convert this value into the integer. That is why I have removed that integer.passInt, and then I will ask for the score also. Enter cricketer score. So here I am just changing the variable name. So we are getting the value from the user. That value will be stored into the table. I am passing the parameter C code, comma, C name, comma, score. You can write as C score also, like as a cricketer score. So when this method is called with a 3 parameter, the parameter will be cached over here in the variable, in the parameter integer C code, string C name, comma, integer score. So these 3 parameter will cached over here in the parameter variable integer C code, string C name, and integer score. These prepared statement will use to prepare the statement. I will write connection dot prepare statement. Now I need to write the insert query of the SQL. So I will write insert into table name is cricketer, insert into cricketer. Okay, let me just write it into the capital. It is not necessary. You can write the query into the small letters also. Insert into cricketer, in that bracket you have to mention the column name, C code, comma, C name, comma, score. And for the values, so it is our dynamic value. We are getting the value from the variable, and that variable will take the value from the parameter. That is why this is the dynamic coding. So that value will be called from the controller and the model will execute the query. Okay. So here I need to pass the value of the column. So but that value will be the dynamically. So that's why I will write. You can write a static value also, but I am doing with the dynamically. That is why I have written question mark, comma, question mark, comma, question mark for the 3 values. We have 3 values now. That is why I have written 3 column and 3 question marks. So now our statement is prepared now. This will return an object for the prepared statement. So I will write ps equal to. Then there is a method name as, you have to set the value in the prepared statement. So I will write ps dot set integer. Because our first column is integer, that is why I am calling a method name as set integer. There are 2 parameters available in the set integer. First is a column number and second is your value. So 1 comma C code. I am copying this and paste it over here. Second column and the value is C name, and the third column the value is score. See over here, I need to call a method set string over here because our second parameter is a string. So the insert method has 3 parameter, integer, string, and integer, and these 3 question mark is value is set by using the methods available in the prepared statement. This is what we are calling a totally dynamic coding. Now our statement is prepared. Now I have to write ps dot execute update. So execute update is a method. Here we have execute query, but over here what we need to do is we need to update in our data. We need to do the updation in the database. So for that we need to call a method named as execute update over here, because after all the database is updated. That is why we are calling the method name as execute update. So by calling this method, your database is updated and the record will be inserted into the table. So from controller, I have to call the insert method. That is what I have called in the line number 29 with a 3 parameter. Now I am exiting over here. Compiling the model first, we are getting an error. SQL exception must be caught or declared to be thrown. So I will throw the exception over here for this insert method. I will throw the exception, throws exception. Okay. Now I am compiling the file again, compiling the model, compiling the controller, and then running the file. Driver loaded, connection established. Say for example 2, there are no any data we are getting. When user enter 1, it will ask for the cricketer code. Say for example 001, enter cricketer name. Say for example Dhoni, enter cricketer score. Say for example 100. So the data is entered successfully into the database, but here we need to provide the particular message to the user. See over here, when the user entered 2 now, means a display all choice, there is a record 1, Dhoni and 1000. Okay, so we are getting the record from the database and we have printed onto the console. So here I am giving another line for the choices, and over here I am writing the format specifier over here. So we will get the value for the particular in the particular format. -15, -20 and 10 over here. So this is what I have given the format specifier. Now I am compiling again my model and running the program. See over here, when you are giving the second choice, we are getting the value from the database 1, Dhoni and 1000. I am entering another cricketer data, say for example 002, the cricketer name is Kohli and the score is 800, say for example. Now I am entering the 2. See over here we are getting the value 1 Dhoni 1000 to Kohli. Okay, so here what we need to do is we need to change the format over here. We need to provide system.out.println for every record. So now I am compiling my model, compiling my controller and running the file. To see over here we are getting a 2 record from our database. So I am entering another record 003. Cricketer name is Rohit and the score of the Rohit is 7000. Okay, now I am selecting the data, display all the data. We are getting all the record which are available into the database, and we have inserted the value by getting the value from the user. That is why it is a totally dynamic programming of the JDBC. So what we have done, we have inserted the data into the database by using JDBC, and we have display all the records which are available into the database by using the JDBC driver. And this program is totally dynamic, and we have done by using the switch case over here by the menu driven programming. So this is what the main source code of till now, that what we have done over here. We have created 2 methods in the model, one for insert and one for display. Before that we have loaded our driver, and then we have established the connection with our database, and then we have 2 methods, insert with a 3 parameter and display method, which is used to display all the records which are available in the database. So that's all from my side in this video. In the next video we will discuss about how to update and delete the data from table using JDBC with model and controller architecture with menu driven programming. So stay tuned to my channel, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.